All right, let's start off by saying Barakateh Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rucha Kodash. All right, welcome to the live lesson. The name of this one is Hard Times Fast Approach. And pretty much this is a lesson based off of a video that was sent to me on Brighteon by the Health Ranger Mike Adams. And right here it tells you Democrats demand mass education camps, deletion camps for all conservatives, M to the P O to the X, so on and so forth. All right. And pretty much, he has different clips. I think I watched maybe about anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes because I was watching it on my phone. And pretty much, this is what's coming down the pike. There anyone that pretty much goes against, this NWO, the New World Order, they plan on, doing serious damage, in the long run, because for the most part, they're going to make it seem like it's, voluntary, but eventually it's going to get to the point where once they have enough people on the hook, they're going to make it mandatory. As the scriptures say, that those that don't comply with them, they're going to put to death, and those that don't, bow down to the image of the beast, which is the, ancient Roman Empire, the way it was set up, the way it was established, and, leading today to America, the modern day Roman Empire, which is the Babylon the Great, and this New World Order that they've established from, the soils of America. And this is coming, and we've been speaking about this for years. Beginning with Elder Apostle Gabar, which was one of the main, Elder Pastor always also brought it out, but Elder Apostle Gabar used to go into this a lot, so much so that, the IUIC, back when they were smaller, they would, laugh at the apostle and pretty much laugh at us for speaking about these detention centers, speaking about martial law and speaking about the micro C-HIP and everything that's coming. Now we're here, 14 years into the future from, when they were making mockery back in 2010, 2009, 2010, because we've been speaking about this going back to the 90s, but now here it is, fast forward about 14, 15 years into the future, and everything that we've been speaking about is actually happening and coming to pass, and you don't hear any ridicules coming from these different camps. You don't hear them making fun of or mockery of us, for saying these things, because, it's here now, and don't be surprised if certain ones of them act like they've always been talking about it, and they act like they were the ones that introduced it to the world, so to speak, but Yahweh Bashem Yahushai knows best. So I put this in the description box. Go ahead and watch it. I think I watched anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. And you have different clips from different, candidates and different, your Kamala Harris and other individuals speaking about how they going to bring in these, these re-education camps, or the camel toe. She said that, there needs to be a adult camp. You know what that means. So pretty much this goes into back in the days we used to speak about, I believe her name was Linda Thompson. She used to speak about something called the red list, the blue list, and the yellow list. In some circles, they say red, blue, and green. So the green and the yellow are interchangeable. The red list is, straight up deletion. Blue list is also deletion, but, with the chance of re-education. And then the yellow/green will be straight up re-education. These are the ones that are not a threat, the ones that they know that they can, re-educate into this new world that they're bringing in, which is comprised of the MOTB, the micro C-HIP, this digital system that they're bringing into place, the AI, gain of function, all of this technology, digital technology that they're bringing online, merging man with machine, IoT, the Internet of IOB, the Internet of Bodies, the Internet of Things, and this is what's going on. So I urge you to watch this video. I put it in this in the description box. And we've been speaking about this for years. The concentration camps slash detention centers. We've been always gave you, certain examples you could go watch, like the movie 1984, the movie Handmaid's Tale, the total collapse of society. As in the Book of Eli, The Road, I Am Legend, Omega Man, which they used to have for free on YouTube. You can't find it anymore. Which was Charlton Heston, and they told you how the world was before and how the world became. And in all these movies, they show you the past and they show you the future, and the future is here. The future is pretty much everything that they spoke about in these movies, which is biblical, is happening right now before our faces. And there's about to be a great persecution against those that believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because, at the end of the day, they are the ones that's going to be bringing out the word and the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So there's going to be a great, insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So I'm going to read this one precept for you. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 67. Behold, the Most High himself is a judge. Fear him. Right? Because at the end of the day, the Lord is the one that's going to vindicate us. If it had not been for the mercies of the Lord, then we would have been destroyed. Because pretty much, as each day goes by, even the organic stuff, the non-GMO stuff is all tainted. You got fake food out there. You got eggs that are falling apart. You have all kind of shit going on, rubber food and rubber, So if you so-called call yourself a vegan, call yourself, eating healthy, whatever, we're still eating garbage, and that's why our health is, all fucked up, because of this garbage that they feeding us, the air, the quality of the air, the quality of the water, everything that we eat, from taking a shower to the clothes we wear, everything, plus this oppressive environment, keeps, once when you're in an oppressive environment and you're constantly depressed and, down and out, that all is a cesspool for diseases. So it says, leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble, because trouble is coming in a rare form, and that's why they're getting everything prepared. That's why everybody, well, they're just recently now talking about it, because this was from yesterday. The show right here was dated August 20th, 2024. Let's see. Well, actually, this one says it was an hour ago. I believe, I'm not sure if this is the same one. Was that the same one I was watching? No, you know what? My bad. The one I was watching was actually yesterday. And this is not the one. Let me see. Yeah, this is the same one, but this is a shorter version, because the one that I have here, I actually watched 11 minutes of it. The one that I had here looked like it was 2 hours and some change, but it might be the same thing. Might be the same exact one. So it just has all this extra stuff here, so I don't know. It should be the same one. Let me just go back real quick before I continue reading. Let's see. Yeah, that's the only one that comes up, Democrats. So Yeah, so I'll see if I can try to watch this one and make sure it's the right one. Let me see. No, this is the one right here, the 2 hour one. The 2 hour one. So let me see if I can copy this, put it in the chat, and let's see if it'll go through. Matter of fact, he just sent it to me, brother Mike Allah from the LA camp. I believe that's who sent it to me. Let me just double check. Yep. So yeah, I was listening to about 11 minutes of it, and see if you could click on it. If you could click on it, just save that or do what you got to do so you can watch it. But the one that I put in the description box, that one is actually something else, but I'm sure they probably go into the same thing. So if I remember, I'll try to put it in the description box. That way, you could also watch that one. This is the 2 hour, 46 minute and 51 seconds. So going back to 2nd Ezra 16 and 68, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. So what do you mean? What do you think it means by they'll take certain of you and put you in a place being idle? IDLE, meaning still. That's a place, these detention centers, where they're going to have people there. The link is good, beautiful. So make sure y'all save that for yourself so you can watch it when you get a chance. So being idle means you're in a concentrated area, and that's what the detention centers are about. Now you have some detention centers that are a little more permanent, but then you have some detentions that are transitory, meaning that they'll take certain people there, process them, and then ship them out somewhere else, depending on the response that they get from them. Like Elder Pastor said, don't be surprised if a lot of these detention centers are equipped with, the micro C hip, uh, um, um, you know, a place for you to get micro C hipped. Because when you watch the movie Handmaid's Tale, not the series, but the actual movie back in 1990, starring Robert Duvall, and I forget the other chick's name. They actually show you when they brought the women into this particular warehouse. They had it all set up where they were sleeping. They changed their clothes. They cleaned them up. MOTB stations, you had the water, and then they brought them into a room separate. There was a doctor there, I believe, and they would have them put their arm through a particular machine, and that machine would put a wristband around their arm, a metal wristband with the UPC code on it, which was symbolic of the MOTB, which is going to go inserted inside of the person's hand for the most part, um, because a wristband, you could just rip that off. If they give you a cap or something just to put on your head, you could just take it off and not deal with it. So they plan on putting it into people. So they showed you in that movie that that's one of the things that they plan on doing when they bring you to these places. And this is the way that you're going to be able to operate in the future system that they're bringing online. And somebody put up a video. No, not a video. I think it was a post. Yeah, it was a post. I forgot who it was. That I think 80% of, what is it? There's only like maybe 10 or 20% cash, like worldwide, that people use. Like, in other words, like only maybe like 10 to 20% of people use cash. The other 80 to 90% use pretty much, they don't use any cash at all, period. I saw that post earlier on YouTube. I don't know who put it up, but I know I saw it. I'm pretty sure other brothers saw it too. So it says, you're going to feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. That means that the ones that comply with them, that help push their agenda, once they don't need you anymore, they discard you. And that's what Esau does. For there shall be in every place, this is a worldwide thing, and in the next cities, because the cities are going to be the main ones that's going to be troubled, because the cities are the place where they do the most traffic at. You know, the big box stores. Your the movie The Fifth Wave was to see hip and the children at the camps. Check that out. So they have, in these different cities, they have, where you do all of your trading at, the bringing in of goods in and out, warehouses, box stores, retail stores, supermarkets, so on and so forth, that they have, worldwide. And as we've been telling you, there are more and more stores, because this whole snatch and grab, or whatever the hell it's called, you know, this is causing businesses to lose money. So what they're pretty much doing is they're setting it up to where they're locking stuff up behind like glass or plexiglass or whatever the case may be. So you have to ask a attendant there to give you whatever you need to buy. So now they're doing that also with stuff that you put in the fridge. They're locking everything up, and eventually what's going to happen is they're going to be all locked up, and you're going to have to use that device in order to unlock it. And once you use the device to unlock it, whatever you take, it's going to be taken out of your micro C-hip. You see, the movie Dark City somewhat showed you that. The guy, he lost his wallet. He went to this place to go get it, and the thing was locked up behind the thing. He couldn't get it unless he opened it up. But he used, spiritual power from his mind to open it up. If those of you that have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Elder Malcolm, I fell in love with that movie when I showed it out in Chicago back in what was that? That was a while ago. I don't remember what year that was. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, because this is the main threat to the New World Order, those that fear the Lord, the Israelites. But then you're going to have those resistors, as they call them, which they want to push, into these re-education platforms, re-education places, and it's heavy because, we're coming to the end of 2024, which the Spirit had Elder Apostle Tar coined the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And the way that it's looking at 2025, once 2025 comes in, it seems like it plans to be a whole new different thing, a whole new different world that they're coming to bring. So this is like the 2024 would be like the ending of the old world. I mean, even though it was since 2000, it's been happening, but it's like we're at the very end of the old society, so to speak, and it seems that 2025 will bring in the new society, and it remains to be seen. Now, we don't know if that's exactly what's going to happen, but everything is being pushed that way, and it's no coincidence that you have this clown circus that they call, the elections, this shit show that they call the elections. And pretty much this is like America went from being the most important, the most revered country in the world to the most laughed at, the most ridiculous, the most embarrassing country that ever was to be on the face of the earth, So it says, 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none. These are the different, military forces that they have, your different police forces, your FEMA troops, so on and so forth, that's going to be gathering up these individuals that they deem to be a threat to the New World Order, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, because it keeps saying that, because these are the ones that are the most threat, the biggest threat to the New World Order. It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses and bring them where? To these detention centers. It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. So this is where the great persecution is going to come. But the Lord said that those that are that are his elect, they're going to be protected. Only a handful of them will be put to death, or deleted, because that's the way that the Lord wanted them to glorify him. You see? So these things are coming. They're right around the corner. And you have a lot of jakes out there that have been playing around, that they watch this thing for entertainment. They haven't been taking it serious. They haven't been studying. They haven't been getting their spiritual side built up for what's coming. And when it comes, then they're going to want to get serious. Then they're going to want to be diligent. Then they're going to want to seek the Lord. Then they're going to want to learn, but it's going to be too late. Read Proverbs, the first chapter. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, and we're right there at the door of this. But I will deliver you from the same. That's why it says there's going to be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, that people shall be delivered. Because this is just the beginning of these sorrows, when all hell starts breaking loose, Jacob's trouble. And it's going to be bad all the way through. The elect will be protected from that. And then at the very end, when the missiles are flying and all chaos is breaking loose, then the Yahweh Shai, Michael, and the angels will be here to pick up the elect and take them out of here. Be ye not afraid neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai. Let not your sins weigh you down, neither let your iniquities lift up themselves. Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. Right. You have a garden that's unkempt, that you had never even taken care of. What do you think is going to grow out of there? Nothing. It is left undressed and is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith. And that's what's coming, the great fire, because that's going to be the ultimate. That's going to be the icing on the cake, is the destruction, of Esau's empire, America being totally annihilated. And once America goes down and the land of Israel goes down, that's their hopes and dreams, because those are their main headquarters, especially America, Babylon the Great. So when you get a chance, watch this video. Like I said, I put it in the description. Well, actually, I didn't put it in the description box because I put a different one. But I'll put it in here again, post it in here again for those that didn't get it. And Lord's will, if I remember, once this thing starts going, I can put it in the description box afterwards. Hopefully I remember to do so. But if not, those of you brothers that have it, share it with other brothers. And if you can, just post it up on when you do your videos, just post it up on your description box so others can get to it. All right. So with that, I pray that you brothers and few sisters have been edified. Keep your eyes open, watch, pray, do whatever it is that you have to do to get in the good graces of Yahweh Bashem Shai, so that when the time comes, you and your household can be protected, if it be the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai's will, because it's going to get very ugly out here, and those that have endured, they're going to be happy that they did. Remember what Yahweh Shai said. He said, because you have kept the word of my patience, because you suffer from my word, pretty much, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the whole world to try them that dwell upon the face of the earth. All right. Shalom.